Hi friends, it's Rachel Smith Metters here, your trusted mountain realtor. Today we are diving into a big question that comes up more often than you would think. Can I back out of an offer? Whether you're a buyer or a seller, this one's for you. And trust me, the answer is, well, not black and white, so let's break it down. Let's look at the buyer's perspective. So, you're a buyer, you toured the home, you fell in love, you wrote an offer, and now you're panicking. Cold feet, new discovery, job shift, life happens. But can you back out of an accepted offer? The short answer is yes, but only under certain conditions. Let's talk contingencies. These are your legal off-ramps in the contract. The most common ones are your inspection contingency. This allows you to investigate the property, its conditions, its systems, maybe even the neighbors. If something major pops up or the seller refuses to fix what matters to you, you can walk away during the contingency period. Number 2, appraisal contingency. If the home does not appraise for the purchase price and you're not willing to cover the gap or renegotiate, this is your way out. Number 3, the loan contingency. If financing falls through and you've made a good faith effort to get approved, you can cancel without penalty if you're still within the contingency window. Now, these contingencies expire after a certain number of days that you will negotiate, often between 17 and 21 days. Once you remove them, it gets riskier to back out. They do not automatically fall off. You have to sign them off. If you cancel after that point, the seller could keep your earnest money deposit and maybe even more. So bottom line for buyers, yes, you can back out, but do it within your contract timelines. Read the fine print, talk to your agent, do not ghost the seller. It never works. Now let's look at the seller's perspective. Can you back out of an offer? In most cases, no, not once you've accepted and signed the contract. You are now legally obligated to sell your home to that buyer under those terms. If you suddenly decide you don't want to sell or you got a higher offer later, that is not a good enough reason. That's called breach of contract, and it could land you in a lawsuit or cost you big. That said, there are rare exceptions. Maybe the buyer doesn't perform. Maybe they don't deposit their earnest money, or they miss key deadlines. In that case, your agent can issue a notice to perform. And if the buyer still doesn't comply, you may be able to cancel the deal legally. But walking away just because you had a change of heart, that is not how contracts work. This is not a dating app. So what happens to the earnest money then? This is one of the most emotional parts of a deal falling apart. If a buyer backs out within their contingency period, inspection, appraisal, and loan, they get their earnest money back. But if they cancel after contingencies are removed, the seller might be entitled to keep that deposit. That's often 3% of the purchase price in California. So yes, it's real money and it's meant to show good faith. Let me give you a few quick real life examples that I have seen personally. Buyer's remorse 2 days after going into escrow. Luckily, we were still in the inspection contingency, so we just canceled clean and got our money back. Another buyer lost their job midway through escrow. Because we had not removed the loan contingency, no penalty. Buyer got their money back. Another buyer tried to cancel after removing all contingencies. Just didn't feel right about it. The seller ended up keeping that $20,000 deposit. And a seller once tried to cancel because they weren't emotionally ready to let go. We had to get attorneys involved to step in. So what's our takeaway? Contracts are serious, but there are always ways to protect yourself if you plan ahead. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, here's how to stay in the safe zone. Number 1, don't rush into a contract. Ask questions, sleep on it, pray about it if you need to. Number 2, use contingency periods wisely. That's your time to fully evaluate the whole deal. Number 3, keep communication open. If something changes, tell your agent immediately. Number 4, document everything, emails, deadlines, notices. It matters. Number 5, work with someone you trust. A good agent will walk you through the what ifs before you're in too deep. Listen, real estate isn't just about houses. It's about people. Emotions can run high. This is one of the hardest things that you do in life. Life throws curveballs, and sometimes, despite the best intentions, people need to back out of a deal. Look at COVID. The key is doing it legally, ethically, and with integrity. If you're in that place right now, buyer or seller, take a breath, call your agent, and don't go at it alone. And if you're in Big Bear or the surrounding areas, I'm here. I've helped clients through smooth deals and sticky ones, and I'd be honored to help you out. If this was helpful, like and subscribe and drop any questions in the comments. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.